take over, we'll start.
Yo, what up YouTube, man? It's your boy MUSICLEE, and I'm about to jump on some Knox Hill. I do apologise, Knox, man. He did send this to me early before he released it, but as I said, I had COVID and I ain't been very well, man. But I do apologise. I think Knox is fucking really talented, and he seems to produce so much good stuff, man. So we're about to check this out now. Big shout out to Knox Hill. This is Pot and the Kettle. Hopefully, I think I know what that means. Is it something you get accused of something? I'm sure it's similar to the way he's put it. Let's have a look anyway. You know what time it is, man.
My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
Oh, what?
A tea kettle.
What's the point?
A tea kettle. My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
Oh, what?
A tea kettle.
Really?
A tea kettle. But she ain't even drink tea. Steaming, the story gets better. Let me stir the pot. It was Mayweather. I was on probation.
Yeah, it's still with the weather. Like the way the phrases and the way he put about his neighbour don't drink tea. Like it's probably that sort of like accuses someone. Or I'm sure it's something to do with that. But anyway.
Steaming, the story gets better. Let me stir the pot. It was Mayweather. I was on probation, serving some time for some slight complications. Community service was served with my papers, so I spent time with this elderly.
Yeah, see, like you can see, because he's done wrong, been accused of stuff.
Time for some slight complications. Community service was served with my papers, so I spent time with this elderly lady. She was my neighbor. She did me some favors. Sit around the house and I would wash the pots and wipe the tops and spots and wait. Stop. Where you going with this waffle plot? You helped an old ass hag had her carpet washed. Oh dear, boo-hoo, what an awful job. But wait a minute, let me finish and we'll call the cops. Call the cops? No, the ops. What, she having a heart attack? No, sit back, relax, I'll recall the facts. Please, retell my story, that is all I ask.
He's so good, man. He's so good. Yeah, it's like some sort of plot in it. Maybe like someone's in hate on his neighbour in it. You know what I mean? Like, you do get that with older people sometimes. My neighbour used to nickel my footballs, man. When she passed away, obviously we was helping clearing out the thing, and I must have had a big bag with all my balls and that.
Having a heart attack? No, sit back, relax, I'll recall the facts. Please,
sit back, relax, he's so good.
My story, that is all I ask. My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
What?
A tea kettle.
What the fuck?
A tea kettle. My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
What?
A tea kettle.
What's the point?
A tea kettle. But she ain't even drink tea. With the sugar, drink it down. My favorite drink's a different type of brown. If I had it, she will frown. But who cares?
It must be coffee, man, isn't it? I don't drink tea. I know some of my subscribers do that. I don't drink tea, man. Coffee's the one.
Different type of brown. If I had it, she will frown. But who cares? Yeah, who cares? Cause she don't even like tea. This is the part of the bass that's abrasive. A quarter to 8 and my fade is a weight, and I'm staring at her face and I thought about a facelift to give her something great and say, hey, you're amazing. So I took the tea kettle off a shelf. It was looking kinda used like a help. Couple stains and it had a funny smell, but it always gave her hope. It was like a wishing well. That's nice. She cared for it, I could tell. Well, so I knew what to do. What's that? Go and get it renewed. But
man, it's like no possessed kettle, that woman, is it, man? But, Knox, where we going with this, man? Where we going with this, Knox?
I could tell. Well, so I knew what to do. What's that? Go and get it renewed. But I never really understood the construct of renewed, cause it's already used. Why not buy something new? Ask anyone if they really had to choose. Would they prefer something new? I would.
Yeah.
My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
What?
A tea kettle.
What the fuck?
A tea kettle. My neighbor once had a tea kettle.
What?
A tea kettle.
What's the point?
A tea kettle. But she ain't even drink tea. Milk with the sugar, drink it down. My favorite drink's a different type of brown. If I had it, she will frown. But who cares?
I feel like he might be talking metaphorically as well, though. No, Knox, man. The fucking dude's like brain box. Probably talking metaphorically as well, like it's a different type of kettle, like, you know, inside it and that. Probably, no, Knox. No, then. That's what he's like. You know, fucking rap boffing, innit, man? He's like a nerd. In the nicest way, Knox Hill's like a fucking music nerd, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I'd love to be able to rap and do what he does, man. He's very talented and very brainy when it comes to this stuff. I've watched one of his reactions, man. He should have been a fucking surgeon, man. The way he fucking operates around music.
With the sugar, drink it down. My favorite drink's a different type of brown. If I had it, she will frown. But who cares? Yeah, who cares? Cause she don't even like old antique shop down the road, dark and musty, filled with holes. Took that kettle, they refilled the cuts. Lot of ash and dust that I filled it up. They had it buffed, all the scuffs. It was good as new. Maybe I should rethink this whole word anew.
Hang on.
Filled with holes. Took that kettle, they refilled the cuts. Lot of ash and dust that I filled it up. They had it buffed, all the scuffs.
That was what the fuck, man? That was ashes in someone's body ashes, was it? Please, man.
It was good as new. Maybe I should rethink this whole word anew. Anyways, I took it back home to its owner. This old and used, came renewed like a donor. Knock on the door, she was there.
Would he renewed like a donut? Oh yeah, like he don't.
Took it back home to its owner. This old and used, came renewed like a donor. Knock
Oh, you donate your organs or something.
on the door, she was there on a chair, looking at a shelf with a cold blank stare. Surprise, I'm here. Hey, look what I got. Applied and refreshed, I'd emptied it out. Inside was a mess. Here, Miss Bevel, this is what you wanted. It's your tea kettle.
Oh my god!
Miss Bevel?
Shot into the body. Knox, man, what are you doing, bro?
Here, Miss Bevel, this is what you wanted. It's your tea kettle. Miss Bevel? Why you got a shotgun, Miss Bevel? Put the gift down and I started to tremble. What have you done, you delinquent devil? Why'd you have to go and steal my tea kettle? You emptied the ash of the husband I loved. No.
I told you, man. I told you it was, man. Shit, man. I knew it was as well. Knox, man, you be drinking some ashes to ashes and dust to dust, man. The fuck? This is dope as hell, man. Oh, you got a shotty?
Delinquent devil, why'd you have to go and steal my tea kettle? You emptied the ash of the husband I loved. You wiped all our memories out with a sponge. I gave you a chance and you ruined what was. My life is now empty, but you'll fill it up. Please. Yes, you'll fill it up. No. My tea kettle. I'm sorry. My tea kettle. My neighbor once had a tea kettle. A tea kettle. A tea kettle. Now I'm the one living inside.
Oh, shit, you know he's next, bro. He's going in like a kettle, man. Knox, you are done for, man. Shit. Shit, man.
Inside.
Somebody could get up,
I wonder if why her husband's was in there as well, because like obviously the pot and the kettle, yeah, I mean he's been bad, isn't he? So like he's putting him in it. That I wonder if her husband was bad. That's why he ended up in the kettle as well. Like maybe not, but maybe, man. You never know. Like Knox, you're now in it, Ralph.
Get up,
It's no, because like at the start when he's going on about the like being bad and graffiti and the community work and everything, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. I think like as well, how people always look at you, keep like just by looking at the kettle or the pot, like the way he puts it, that judges you the sort of person you are from where you are and that. Oh, this is great, man. Only Knox, man. Only Knox.
Tea, anyone?
Yeah, man. I hope I got the gist of it, man, because sometimes it could be, you know, it could be a bit confusing, but I think he was always going to end up in that pot, man. It was fate. Obviously being a bad person or being accused and stuff. I wonder why her husband was in it, man. I really do. Please subscribe, man. Go show Knox some love for this as well. I'm pretty sure you will anyway, man. Please subscribe.